We're up against another Magmar deck. Magmar decks ideally tend to be a little more aggressive than ours is. We are going second. I think I do like Plasma Storm. Don't like this card. And as far as 3-drops go, I would rather play Earthwalker than Saboro, I think. So just do that. Let's see where we end up. Alright, nice clunky hand. Just like we drew it up. But, like, Groguy into Plasma Storm is pretty strong. Even just Groguy into Plasma Storm is pretty good. Well, that's kind of lame. But, what are you going to do? So this has ranged. It's a 1-2. Hopefully we draw... Not that. Alright, so I'm just gonna walk down this way and then do this. And so the reason why I'm doing this is that next turn, I potentially can get access to this mana tile if my opponent doesn't deny it. And I'm just kind of trying to stay out the way. If my opponent just has like a way to grow this, it's going to be pretty tilting. But I suppose that's fine, yeah. Greater Fortitude. At least I have a Plasma Storm to deal with that. But the ranged mechanic, not really the best sometimes. It can be a little frustrating to play against. Because now I just like don't really have a way to do anything. Rex. Okay. And Aether Master. Alright. That's fine. I think I'm just going to retreat here, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah. Probably get rid of... Actually, we can get rid of this Razor Skin. Razor Skin really bad in our deck, by the way. Alright, so here we're going to just play this Grimrock behind us. This Battle Pet's going to walk up and attack us. There wasn't really like a good way for me to get away from it and also get my Groguy away from it. But then next turn when we Plasma Storm, at least that's going to be good. So hopefully my opponent plays like one more guy that dies to Plasma Storm and then just has not that many cards left in their hand. That would be pretty good. Because as of right now, I'm going to have like a 5-3. One more guy that dies to Plasma Storm. Come on! No! That doesn't die to Plasma Storm. Alright, so they took the tile. This is fine though. This is very manageable. Alright, here I think we can get rid of the Kujata. Actually, no, I think the Kujata is better than the Sword of Mechazor at this point. Alright, pretty easy. Boom. Getcha. No way to get away from the Hailstone Golem, unfortunately, so just gonna back up to here so my opponent can't attack me. Don't love being in the corner, but hopefully my deck is powerful enough in the late game where we can kind of turn the corner here sometime soon. This is going to be a Big Daddy pretty quick here, which is going to be nice. And if my opponent, if my opponent moves like here and here, then I can walk forward a space and put this up here, kill his thing with my 7/5, have a 1 toughness guy left over, and then be able to protect my Grimrock from being attacked by his general at least, and then, you know, potentially just like play like a Provoker plus use my hero ability. So my opponent wants to attack me with the Hailstone Golem. They're actually kind of putting it at risk, which is nice. So there's a reason why I might be able to get together a little more space. If they kill this, that's a little worse. Alright. So now you get to see Thumping Wave. That's one use of Thumping Wave. It's just turning your opponent's minion into a 3/3. Which is pretty good. Unfortunately, we are... Like, pretty hurting for... Oh, that's really, really good. Okay, so in that case, I want to play Kujata +2 +0. I don't even want to play this at this point. Because I really want to use my hero power. Being able to keep up on hero power is pretty important. And playing Sunseer is pretty good. Anyway. Now, you know what? Forget my hero power. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss it. But I think it's worth saving the 4 life. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should have just sucked it up. I just don't want to be 10 points behind on my life total when my opponent is going to have like 4 power on their general. So I feel like preserving my life total is going to be pretty important because I'm already ahead on cards anyway. This card is really bad, by the way. This card has been really poor so far. I mean, I guess I have never drawn it on turn 1, but 2-4 worth of stats, much worse when it's split up. Much, much worse when it's split up. Because 1-2s just don't do a lot. 1-2s attack once and then die. Frostbone Naga. Alright. Pretty strong. Opponent gets to clear that thing out. Not too bad. Alright. So I'm going to get rid of this for sure. And we are going to play... don't really want to get smashed for a bunch by my opponent. I don't think I'm really in a position to play around Bonded Life Force. I think that I kind of have to say if they have it, they have it. So I think I'll just... play Kujata and play this. And we'll say go... Oh, no, we'll use this. That's what I wanted to do. There we go. Alright, I could play that. Let's see. How good is that? How good is that? Pretty good. It's 2-4. 4 damage. I'm going to not play it. Not too worried about this mana tile anymore. I mean, people have so much everything that... So much mana that it's unlikely to matter that much. Although I guess my opponent has 3 cards in hand. It might be the difference between playing their entire hand or not. Say I am not a favorite to win this game, as of right now. But you know, whatever. We got some nice ones we can draw. We can draw like a Golden Justicar. That's pretty good. Draw some Grow minions. This deck is super mediocre. Boom. Make an egg. Kill it. All right, that's fine. It's like sort of a 2-for-1. Alright, do this. That's reasonable. Think I want to attack my opponent. I think since I have the first 2 plays, I want to just trade damage here. Even though I'm getting dealt 1 more damage than they are. Especially because I have the Sapphire Seer. Or I have the Sunseer. I never realized that these were like related. Okay, so what am I trying to play around? So now here's a spot where, like in Constructed, you would always want to play around. You'd always want to play around Mercant or Warbeast in this position. So like I wouldn't want to put my three things together. I guess if I just box my opponent in, this is fine. That might be a mistake. I don't know. If I could have also just put lethal on the board, but my opponent can avoid that by just walking down, like if I don't draw anything. Because if I put all 3 of these by using this mana tile, then I have 10 power exactly on the board, and my opponent, as you'll notice, is at 10 life, which is pretty good for me, of course. By attacking, I made it, a little more likely that my opponent would be able to kill me. I mean, they only need to come up with 5 burst damage and 3 cards. But I feel that because... Oh, there we go. Well, maybe attacking was a mistake. Maybe attacking was a mistake, but I felt like because my hand was pretty mediocre, that I was gonna have to attack my opponent.